What's up, Internet? Thank you for joining me. My name is Jonesy, and we are back today in surviving the
Aftermath.
specifically, we are still in the colony of Jonesyville, which you can see here is thriving nicely. We have survived one whole day. Okay. So we are building our second well right over here and building up a water tower to store some of that sweet, sweet water that's not totally contaminated whatsoever. Over here you can see that there is a priorities slider, I guess for lack of a better word, where you can determine if it is a high priority or not. And then let's see. So we're gathering. Okay, we're still gathering berries there. We're good. We are still gathering from over here. Good. Eventually, we are going to want to tear this down, but not until we get some more storage options. And I think so. Yes, we need. So we're going to need resources to get more. This talks about the area affecting that I was talking about in the last episode. Some buildings have static areas in which they can operate these. If these overlap with identical structures like two water wells, both suffer production penalties to place them out enough to get their full benefit, which we did with the water wells. As you can see, they maybe overlap slightly, but I don't believe so. It doesn't look like their production is hampered at all, so we placed those far enough away. Food, it looks like we're doing good on. Colonists is fine. Water, we've got extra of. Wood, we're doing pretty good of. It looks like plastic and metal is what we're going to want to try and get up next. So let's see. Recycler is going to be for plastic. And it looks like we've got a nice plastic deposit right over here, actually. So let's... Do we have someplace where we get more than one plastic deposit, though? It doesn't look like it. It looks like that's the only... We got that deposit and this deposit, and that's the only plastic we have close by. So plastic's going to be kind of a rare resource starting out for us. So since this is going to be so... let's place it right there. So we're actually we're close to the colony. We'll just extend the road out to get that. And then we're also going to need a scrapper for the metal. So we can place that there as well. I'll just put the road extending out to that as well. And let's see, we got a tip about our colonists. So the top bar shows your colonists. First are the carriers, vital for moving resources and constructing buildings. Be sure to always have a few at hand to keep up with logistics, construction, and repairs. The second icon is the total population of the colony. Highlight either icon to get a detailed breakdown. And as you do, you can see that we have a total population of 12 with 8 carriers, 8 adults, and 4 children. Now the carriers mean that they don't have jobs. So once we build up like the recycler and the scrapper, there will be a person assigned to that. That will make our total carrier population go down by 1 for each of these buildings. So you want to make sure that you keep a surplus population of carriers so that they can... Oh, we are not going fast. We should be going fast. You want to make sure that you keep a surplus population of carriers so that you can constantly have someone running supplies where they need to go. So we depleted our... we can move the work area of this. Okay. So we need to move it just a tiny bit to actually get that deposit. I thought that we were close enough, but apparently not. Okay, so this is kind of starting to get into the similarities with Frostpunk that I talked about in the first episode. So let's click on this. Uneven ground. Suddenly, muffled cries for help are coming from one of the shelters. You rush in to look at what is going on in there. Instead of a colonist, you find a large hole in the middle of the floor. The shelter was apparently built on top of a small sinkhole, which gave in and swallowed one of the inhabitants. A makeshift ladder should help get the colonists out without injuries. So we can choose to do either of these options. We can build a makeshift ladder, which will cost us 4 planks, or tell the colonists to just climb back up. If we tell them to just climb back up, it's probably going to result in a colonist injury, and we don't have a medical shelter built up yet, which means that they'll be walking around on like a broken leg, and they only have so much time that they can do that before they expire. So we want to sacrifice the 4 planks. Wood's a renewable resource in this, so we will sacrifice the planks. You order a nearby colonist to fetch planks from the stockpile. Together you can fashion a set of crude but functional ladders to lower down the sinkhole. The fallen colonist climbs up rattled but otherwise unscathed. The hole is filled and carefully covered to prevent any further surprises. And we've gained 4 happiness to the colony. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. We have average happiness. The colonists are neither sad nor happy, hoping for the best and fearing the worst. So that's not too bad, honestly. And then you can see, oh, okay, that should go away. Yep, 2 deposits depleted. So that should be, yep, that's all of those deposits depleted. Let's move. Oh yeah, that's a good place. I am concerned about the nuclear waste here. Actually, we might end up getting a sick person trying to harvest this stuff. So let's go and get a medical tent set up. It is going to cost quite a bit. We don't have all the plastic needed for it, but this is going to be key to survival. Should something happen to our colony, we will need this. So there's not a good place to fit this in that actually fits with everything else. This is kind of throwing off my all right, we're gonna build it there. All right, so you can see with this icon that pops up over the building, it means that we lack the resources. You can see that they have delivered 10 of 10 planks, 6 of 6 metal, and put all of the plastic that we have into here, but still not enough. So what we can do to get more plastic is click on our recycler, and you can see that this has 1 person working at it. We can add a 2nd person into it, and this will effectively double the output of this area. And you can actually see the 2 people here. We can zoom in and kind of rotate the camera here. They're chopping at this pile of plastic with axes and turning it into things. All right, so we now have enough plastic. It's just got to get delivered and then built, and then we will have a medical station set up. So it hasn't told it to us yet, but this thing over here is the gate. So this is what's going to allow us to start exploring the world, which is this here. Can we actually click on this? Okay, yeah, we actually can click on this, even though we don't have the ability to go out into it. This is the other Frostpunk-esque portion to the game. Or possibly, I don't know, like maybe like Civilization or something, maybe. No, I'm going to go with more Frostpunky. Where we have our colony. Cats won't go quietly into the night! And you can see here, we actually have a farm on our own tile, so that'll be really awesome. I think we got real lucky with that. That's going to give us a great supply of food. Once we get an explorer that can go out and go collect from that and then explore these surrounding regions. But before we can do that, we need to make the gate. So we come to our build menu, and then it is under here, the gate. This is going to cost us 20 wood, 15 concrete, 15 metal, and 5 plastic, all of which we actually almost have. So that's actually going to go pretty quick, I think. So we are not going to put a person on the medical tent until a emergency actually arises. We'll keep that person free as a colonist. So, all right. Another thing we need to do is keep an eye on our food. Our food is going down, so we are not producing enough food. So what we can do to combat that is, well, one, check our food harvesting area. We are not harvesting bushes anymore. So let's come over here. Actually, can we get all 3 in here? I think we can. And, oh. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, they've delivered everything, and we still have more more material coming in, so this is fantastic. So this gate's going to be constructed pretty quickly, and there we go. And you can see it's even got our flag on the top. All right, so survivors are seeking shelter. We heard there's an actual Yeti up on the mountains, maybe an entire Yeti society. These are, let's see, we have a group of 3 adults that are coming, or yeah, 3 adults that are coming in seeking shelter to our city. Now that we have the gate, they can come and do that. And they bring with them 8 jerky, 3 tools, 3 medicine. Not bad. And we get this guy over here, Hakim, who is a specialty of a scout. Hakim spent most of his life as an overqualified village doctor, tending to common illnesses and injuries. When the apocalypse came, he couldn't turn away from the suffering and ended up leaving for... Wait, hold on. When the apocalypse came, he couldn't turn away from the suffering and ended up leaving for a larger city nearby. But after that, there was another place needing his help, and another, and another. So you can see the stats that he has down here. Leadership, effectiveness in colony, coming. I think that means that it's a coming feature that they haven't implemented yet. Exploration, bonus to action points 5. I think that's really good. I think. I'm not sure. 1 base attack, not great. Research 4. Research point multiplier 4. That seems pretty good. Scavenge, resource multiplier, recovery, healing speed in the colony 2. So we will accept these guys. And you'll see now that we have an icon on our world map, and we have an option here. And this has a bar that you have to accept. Yeah, you have to click on this or it goes away. Okay, a couple of your colonists have spotted some sort of vehicle stuck down a deep crevasse. It might still have useful stuff left inside of it, but climbing down without proper gear will be dangerous. They want to try it nonetheless, claiming it will surely be worth the effort. So we can let them try or decline. It's not worth it. See, I don't know. Some sort of vehicle stuck deep down a crevasse, it might... But climbing down without proper gear will be dangerous. I don't know. I don't know if this is just a flat, like, percentage to success. Like, it might work, it might not. I'm not sure. Let's let them try. Oh! The group lowers 1 member down. There is indeed an old 4x4 vehicle wedged in tight, but the space is narrow and falling rocks ominously rattle against the truck's body. Most of the doors are rusted shut. After some grunting and strong language, a pile of loot is pulled back to the surface. We got 14 metal and 2 parts. That's pretty great. All right. So we have homeless again, but I think that actually will go away once we send out our guy. Yes, so he has 8 action points, which you can see in the top left-hand corner. Action points are effectively like how many tiles he can move in a turn, or how many of these little dots that he can move. Like, you can't actually really see the hex tiles, but they're there. But he can do 8 of those movements. So this will cost 2, I believe, and will give him, it'll allow him to scavenge 16 jerky. So let's move him. Oh, wait, I think I have to click and then right click. Yes. So he scavenges, and that takes all of his action points to do so, even though he had 8 and we only moved 2. It still cost him all of his action points. And now he has to recover for, I think it's like half a day. But we will get an alert when he's ready to go again. No, we still have a colonist who's homeless. So let's go back down here to the tents. And we're going to build more tents for people. So this is something that I don't like, is it seems to allow you to build over top of roads. It's kind of hard to see, but right here is a road that goes splitting up. It runs all along here, and you can build over top of the roads. I don't like that. So we got to be careful that we don't accidentally build over top our roads. So yeah, now that we have more resources available to us, I think we should go ahead and try to build out proper homes for all of our people. So let's go ahead and do that. We will get a road that comes all the way around. There we go. And that took most of our plastic to do. Okay, so here we go. Up in the corner here, you can see colonist Hazel is infected. So this comes from, I think, from being around the nuclear waste. So we need to put a doctor on our medical tent here so Hazel can go and get treatment. You can see occupants 1 of 2. We can treat 2 people at a time. And let's see, they're going ahead and building that. Our food supply is still... Okay, specialist is ready for action. So you can hear that alert comes up, and it also comes up here. So now we're going to have him go, and let's just explore this area, see what's out there. And again, this is going to take all of his action points to do the exploring. But now on the next turn, we could go into here if we wanted, but it looks like we have a bandit layer with an attack of 12, a defense of 2, and the only thing we're going to get from this is 30 concrete. So not great. I mean, 30 concrete's okay, but I don't know how the attacking of the bandits thing goes. I don't know what we have to do to attack the bandits. Okay, so we're out of berry bushes, it looks like. And we have a little bit more. Yeah, we can gather these berries. And gather these wood. But for the most part, we're pretty much out of our default food sources. So let's go ahead. Let's see. So we can do a trapper, which gives us meat, or we can do a fishing hut, which gives us fish. They both give us 2. And then we could do a small field, grows food slowly but in large quantities. Different crops able to grow outdoors can be grown for food. Certain catastrophes can wipe out harvest completely and prevent farming during the event. So fields are good to get a large quantity of food during the harvest time, but they are susceptible to catastrophes. So that could be dangerous. So let's put a farm here. Put a farm there. And since we don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket, we'll also make a trapper. And I think we'll have him work out of, let's see. Let's just say he'll work out of this area here. We'll have him come off of the road here and work there. And we'll make sure that we build a road. I was 1 off. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Remove road? Okay, remove road. And then can I cancel construction? I know, I know a lot of you are probably like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's 1 off. It matters to me. Okay, so look, they're going to go ahead and build this up. This will cause us to lose 2 of our supply, or 2 of our carriers, but we'll still have 5. That seems like plenty to me. Okay, so we have to choose a crop for this field. So we can either grow corn or maize. Is a fast grower that can yield multiple small harvests in a short amount of time. Very low endurance against catastrophes. Growth rate normal. Yield low. Potatoes grow slowly but provide a nice harvest. As the edible parts are underground, it endures catastrophes better than many other crops. It has a slow growth rate and a medium yield. I'm going to say let's go with corn, just so we can get some food up quickly, because I am concerned about only having 52. Yeah, we have a consumption. We can see we have a consumption of 12, and only a production of 2, and that's from the trapper that we just put down. So those supplies will go quickly. Dumpster diving. 2 colonists approach you with sparkling eyes. An old landfill has been found, probably by the stench. It's not too far from here. Although the smell is absolutely awful, it might have kept scavengers away from there until now, and valuable stuff might still lie among the waste. An expedition might prove lucrative, but most definitely dangerous without any equipment. An extra layer of clothing instead of tools will go a long way in keeping the colonists safe and efficient. It takes 2 tools and 2 clothing. So here's the thing. If the mission is successful, do we get the tools and the clothing back, or is it just a straight loss? And is it enough? I don't know. I wouldn't give permission without giving them the tools. So it's either, yeah, let's give permission and see what happens. Okay, so the 2 colonists returned, smelling more foul than you ever thought possible. The expedition hit a few snags along the way, and one of them, rather unsurprisingly, caught some sort of a disease. They didn't come back entirely empty-handed, but both are visibly disappointed by their haul. So yes, we lost the 2 tools and the 2 clothing. 1 colonist got infected, but we got 12 plastic out of it. So that puts us up to 12 plastic. Our medical tent still has a person in it. So the infected colonist will go, hopefully, straight into the medical. There we go. Okay. And our specialist is ready for action once again. Okay. So let's just have you. Let's see, left or right? Left or right? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go left. And what do we got? Okay, we got an old truck. 33% danger, and it's got 42 planks in it. That's a pretty good amount of wood. Don't know if it's completely worth it, though. We're pretty good on wood supply. Yeah, I'm more concerned with food at the moment. Actually, what I'm really what I really need is we need to get some tech going. So we haven't explored this at all, but one of the things that you can find is science points out in the world, and that can be used for putting into research, which will give you things like cookhouses or a logging camp, which then that turns into the ability to grow medium fields and large fields. And you can get a greenhouse, and you can see that this goes down further. You can get a mill and a bakery, a mess hall, and that's just in food production. Energy, you can get solar panels, wind turbines, mechanic shop, batteries, street lights, large windmills, shanties, tenements, memorials, schools, comfortable houses. You can see, an arena. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Movie theaters and game arcades. Yeah, so we want to explore so we can get these upgrades and make our colony. We want to make Jonesyville the best ville that has ever villed. And hopefully we will do that. But we will do that in the next episode. So thank you, Paul, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this look. And come back for the next episode, please. Thanks. Bye. What's up, Internet? Thank you for joining me. My name is Jonesy, and we are back in Surviving the Apocalypse. See, I don't like this because I looked away at the camera. Hey, let's go again. Take 2.